So I just recorded this video and realized my audio was not on. So I have to redo this whole thing. So today I ended up making $400 on both combines. It was a really quick trade. It seemed like it was a scalp. In all honesty, I don't usually my trades don't look like this usually, but it's just what happened. Definitely did not risk a whole lot because, well, I did risk a lot, but it was just because the take profit got so close. But we still had a valid setup. It wasn't like my stop loss had to be 70 points below whatever. So I'll go over everything. So starting on the hourly time frame, or 4 hour, honestly, I really like trading towards 4 hour highs and 4 hour lows, especially when we get close to them. Today was a great example of that. We were really close to this 4 hour high. Now if we scale down, we'll see this is actually the weekly high for this week, or at the time was the weekly high. So it is London session high, it's a session high, London session, it's an hourly high, and it is technically a weekly high at the time. So I knew it was a super strong draw of liquidity. And if we go on the 4 hour time frame, we see how bullish we are all of Asia session into mostly London session. We are mostly moving bullish. We are moving up towards that draw. So we did, however, have a really big bearish SMT off of this high here. So we had London, or NQ came up and ripped this high out while ES was kind of still dicking around down here. But what I knew, like I wasn't too worried about it, was we were not getting any sort of reaction out of it. We can see we are constantly making those higher lows, higher low. Even when we take the SMT out, we are making higher lows and we aren't moving down. So that's why I've been really good at not getting like faked out by these moves per se. I'm not like just purely looking for reversals, because sometimes those reversal setups are not going to play out. Like I want to see if we were going to reverse, cool. There's plenty of entries to get here. I want to see something like this, how we're consistently making those lower lows, and we weren't getting that at all. So we had, obviously, I thought we had more draws of liquidity to the downside. We had these lows, these lows, these lows, London lows, and then moving down to these relative equal lows, Asia low. Like, right, obviously, we have a ton more draws of liquidity to the downside, but we're clearly not showing that we're going there, right? We're making this higher low, this higher low, this higher low. We're clearly displacing to the upside. So any entry within here would have been pretty good. Now we were respecting all these 1 minute fair value gaps that we were leaving behind. So we had this 1 minute one. This is really what stuck out to me, was how fast we tapped into this and just ripped right out of this fair value gap. So I was looking for a closure above this high to then target. I don't think we technically closed, but it was enough displacement for me to enter. And I entered right at the open of this candle to take out right above these highs. And I had stops at this low right here. So again, it was fine because I could have put the stop at this low. But if this low really wasn't here, it would have been tougher to enter, because you would have had to have a pretty big stop loss. Would have been a negative RR technically. So still a good trade. $400 onto each eval. We didn't have any news today, and today is going to probably be my last day trading, because the rest of this month we have no news, and it's the week of Christmas next week. So we have Christmas next week. We have like 2 red folders. I mean, I'm not really expecting anything to happen. So I think I'm going to be just taking next week and the week after off. But yeah, it was okay price action if you caught that move. I figured, because again, it's a 4 hour high, it's a weekly high, it's an hourly high. It's a super strong draw of liquidity. So that's going to get taken out before we ever come down and take these lows out. So what could have been a higher RR if we come up and take these out, of course, and move down. But again, you have to play based off of what the market is going to give you. So we are clearly making those higher lows until those lows start to begin invalidated, like we're getting closures below, and we're clearly seeing us flip that way, which we never even saw that. I'm not going to get faked out on that short position, because we are clearly forming these higher lows. So that's something I noticed that has kept me out of getting stopped out of these trades and just taking stupid trades in general. Is I love taking reversal setups. They play out a lot, but you have to be very careful with them, because again, when the market is forming this strong a bullish structure and it's not telling us at all that we are slowing down, you can't really take a short position because it's not even there. So that's it for the day. That was the trade. So I'll throw it down, I guess, one more time. Pause. But this ended up being it was right above these session highs, and then it stops at this low. Obviously, it was not even in drawdown for a second, just ripped right to it. So good trade today. Followed all my rules, good displacement, good draw of liquidity. Pretty much going to be the end of the year. So that's going to be it. And the last trade recap of the year going into 2026.